Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I took yesterday off, but I wanted to come on and do a reading for today. So we're going to do a you and them, and we're going to start with animal cards to do an energy check to make sure this is your reading. So we'll start there. So let's have a look at what's going on here. And you may resonate with, usually what I do is I get this side for you and this side for your person, but if you resonate with the other side, just flip the energies. So Spirit, we're going to look at what's going on within this connection, what we need to know. All right, so let's have a look at what's happening. So we have the black egg on the bottom. So the black egg is about truth, I believe. Interesting. So there could be some sort of truth coming to the surface with the black egg. I actually want to read it. I'm feeling called to read that because I feel like it's symbolic. This could be what you don't see that's happening. Speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in, books draw us in, the concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? What is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment in every situation. It is the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice, and it's connected to the 5th chakra, so your throat chakra. So that could be very symbolic here. You could be seeing the truth of a situation. The person you're connected to could be starting to see the truth of the situation. You know, you may no longer be making excuses for this person. It's possible that the person you're connected to is someone who maybe was dishonest, or, you know, this could have been someone that you had a hard time being your authentic self with. Like maybe you were afraid that if you spoke your truth, you would push them away. Because the black egg talks about saying things that we think others want to hear. The other thing I'm hearing, and now my heart's like pitter-pattering. So maybe you had anxiety about speaking your truth, and maybe you did speak your truth with this person, and maybe they pushed you away or they reacted. The other thing I was hearing is the black egg talks about how within it resides no excuses. So this could have been someone who was lying to or making up excuses is what I was hearing. But let's get into it. Throat chakra energy. So let's see the viewer's energy. Show me the viewer. Show me the viewer. Being a little secretive, are we? A very specific card wants to come out here. Show me the viewer. Show me the viewer's energy. We have the beaver. So you could be working on your home right now, your own stability with the beaver. That's water energy. You could be working on grounding your emotions. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. It also talks about putting family first. So you could be very focused on your family right now, or your own home, your own stability. The other thing that the beaver card talks about is doing selfless service. So you could be someone who is thinking about using your voice, or maybe you already use your voice for doing selfless service, for helping others, for communicating with others, or being a voice or a leader to others. Perhaps, for a while, or maybe you struggle with speaking your truth, or feeling like you have to say things that other people want to hear rather than speaking your own authentic truth. But that's actually good for you, my friend. I like that that's coming out for you. So let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. I still have this hope that someday this creator will make another animal deck, because you guys know how I feel about this animal deck. So it does say hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. So you could be putting a lot of energy into your family right now. You could be working very hard on your own stability or on your career even. And it talks about how, although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. So maybe whatever this is, it took you a while to get going, but now you're very focused on your own stability here. And it does talk about happy, meaningful work. So you could be very focused on your career right now. To bring into balance physical labor, to bring into balance physical labor, selfless service. So if you are feeling out of balance, perhaps doing some physical labor, or for some reason I'm seeing the horse card as well. So maybe focusing on your physical stamina or working out, or selfless service. So giving to others. And now I'm hearing another card. I'm seeing a card from another deck that I have, and it has a seeing eye dog on it. And it talks about how by helping to heal others, we actually heal ourselves. So if you are feeling out of balance, maybe you're feeling called to share your voice with the world and help others heal. That is a way to help heal yourself. So that was a lot. So let's look at your person's energy. Let's look at your person's energy. Show me the person the viewer is connected to. Show me the person the viewer is connected to. So we have the fish on the bottom. I actually didn't notice what was on the bottom for you. I didn't feel called to look, but I did notice the fish for your person. And this is water energy as well, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The fish, though, it does talk about, I'm hearing Esoterra in my head. Maybe you watch Esoterra. Maybe this person, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but maybe they're being standoffish with you. Joke, standoffish. Anyway, the fish talks about this person could be experiencing delays. They could be someone who is having a hard time staying focused, especially when it comes to their intuition. Like they could become easily distracted, is what I'm hearing. Oh, wow. We have the lion. Wow. That's really good. That's really positive. So we also have the lion. So it feels like whoever this is working towards personal development, but with the fish on the bottom, I feel like sometimes they get sidetracked and delayed. So, one day they could be very focused on, I'm going to be a better person, and I'm going to grow, and I'm going to develop, and I'm going to work on myself. And then the next day they could get distracted by something, or they could get distracted by going out with friends or work or something else with the energy of the fish on the bottom. The body language of these two cards is kind of showing me that you're focused on yourself right now, while still remaining open to the potential of reconnecting with this person. Your person's energy seems to be focused over here, so they could be not speaking with you right now. But like I said, the That's fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and it is someone dedicated to personal growth. So while your person may get distracted and may, have days where they're not focused on personal growth, they do want to develop here with the Lion. That's actually really good. All right. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's a Mercury in retrograde coming up again for us in July. So I don't know why that just popped into my head. All right, so I'm actually going to start with getting a card to kind of see what's going on between you. So let's have a look. I'm seeing some things from the shuffle. I'm seeing that there could be no action between you right now, but that there's healing that is taking place in this stalemate, stagnation type of energy, Two of Swords. But there is healing that's starting to take place. Healing begins. So let's have a look, my friend, at what's happening. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So this wheel is still turning. So it feels like there's a lot of adjustments being made right now. Whatever's happening right now is fated, is destined, is what I'm hearing. Interesting. Giving and receiving, Six of Pentacles. So you could be, I don't know why I keep coming back to you, but you could be stepping into your destiny of helping others with the Six of Pentacles, especially with the beaver and the Six of Pentacles. Your destiny could be to help others. You could be feeling called to focus on that right now. Also with the Six of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, it's possible that something was out of balance. Maybe there wasn't equal give and take here. Maybe there wasn't reciprocity and that wheel became stuck and things became stagnant. But let's get a card for connecting energy between you. What is the connecting energy between you? So we have the Eight of Wands coming out in reverse. So it doesn't feel like there is communication right now with the Eight of Wands in reverse. It feels like, maybe there was miscommunications or there's a lack of communication. There's a lack of progress forward right now, but from what I'm seeing, you're both kind of progressing in your own energies. We also have the Nine of Swords on the bottom, darkest fears. So there's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of overthinking. This is connecting energy. So it feels like both of you are kind of overthinking this connection right now. Both of you could be losing sleep right now or having a hard time sleeping. You could be overthinking the fact that there's not communication here or that there's not forward movement here. I just want to look at the Eight of Wands in reverse. Waiting, slowness, delays, misunderstandings, delays in love. So it's interesting because the advice of the Eight of Swords in reverse is to stay focused on your own stability and your own tasks, which I think you're actually doing right now. And I think that part of the delay here is that your person with that fish energy is starting to explore personal transformation, but they get distracted and they let other things kind of take precedence. I don't know why I'm hearing that. That's not a word I use. I am not a wordy person, but I'm hearing take precedence over personal development. I don't know. It's interesting to me when I'm channeling and I use words that I don't normally use. All right, so that's what we have for the connecting energy. Let's have a look at a card for you and a card for your person. Show me the viewer, please, Spirit. I also keep taking really deep breaths. I'm not sure what that's about. Show me the viewer. We have change your focus. So that's exactly what you're doing. Now this is, and we have the solar plexus chakra. So you could be working on your confidence right now, could be working on your creativity. Actually, the beaver card has this yellow in it, which is connected to the solar plexus. But change your focus. It feels like this is connected to the 5 of Cups, and it feels like instead of crying over spilled milk, which is a meaning of the 5 of Cups, instead of, sitting around essentially wallowing, or I don't know why I'm hearing wallowing, but instead of sitting around in your feelings and being depressed, it feels like you're trying to put your energy towards other things you're focused on. You're trying to put your energy towards your stability, your work, your home, your family, your pets, yourself. You're changing your focus from thinking about that 5 of Cups energy, that sadness. You're changing your focus from that 5 of Cups energy. You could also be, I also saw the 6 of Cups, so you could be very focused on your own healing or healing childhood wounds or healing your inner child. So I like your energy, more water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You're changing your focus. I like it. I'm just going to look at the book for this one. I'm feeling called to look at the book. So you're shifting out of, that's what I was hearing, you're shifting out of disappointment and loss into focusing on things you can appreciate. So you're not remaining in that state of that 5 of Cups. You are putting those sorrows behind you and shifting your focus to what is good and positive in your life and appreciating the people who love you and your ability to give love to others, which is kind of what I was hearing with that 6 of Pentacles. So you could be focusing on giving love to the people around you who value that love, is what I'm hearing. All right, let's get your person's energy. Show me their person's energy. We have the 3 of Swords in reverse. How did I know that was going to come out? Right before I started this reading, that's the card I saw coming out for your person. That is so strange. So we have the 4 of Swords, which shows, the 4 of Swords is actually good because it shows that this person is withdrawn right now in solitude, kind of like the Hermit, but they're gaining clarity and they're focusing on their healing. Like I said, they could get distracted sometimes. And the 3 of Swords is in reverse here on the floor. It's so... How did I know that card was going to come out? That's exactly the card I was seeing intuitively right before I started this reading. I had a feeling it was going to come out. So 3 of Swords in reverse, your person is healing. They've started healing. They've started that personal transformation. I feel like your person is releasing resentment. I do feel like they're starting to see the truth of this situation with that black egg. And they're no longer making excuses. Or what did that black egg say? It said something that caught my eye about... I just need to look it up again. Stories to justify our subpar behavior. So this could be someone who's no longer making excuses for their subpar behavior. They're no longer denying the healing that they need to do. This is about, this is also about wanting to make amends and wanting to reconciliate. But current energy, 4 of Swords, it does feel like they've withdrawn from you. They're kind of focused on their own healing right now, so that they can make amends. They could also have to apologize for something. And underneath that, we have the Lovers. So this person gaining a lot of clarity about this connection. We have Gemini energy. This could be a divine connection with the lovers. And I love this lovers card because it does show two people who, even though there seems to be delays, no communication, separation, a break, there's growth happening on both sides. So I feel like you're both going through growth here. So that's the energy check. So let's get some tarot to go with it. I keep hitting my chime. So I want to use the Light Seers Tarot today for you. So let's have a look, my friend. Let's have a look. Where's my little list? All right. Oh, nice. Very nice. We have Divine Feminine on the bottom. I actually received a deck this morning from Suzanne, which I posted on my page about. It's this one, Divine Masculine Healing Oracle. And when I was looking at the spreads, I don't know why I'm telling you this, maybe because there's Divine Feminine on the bottom. But when I was looking at this, there's actually another deck by the same person that has to do with feminine energy. So I actually just went ahead and ordered it so that I can do a reading with both of these decks. But I won't use that deck today, but I'm excited to use that deck in a future reading. So we have the Empress and the Seven of Wands. Interesting. So it does feel like someone is guarding their energy right now. I'm not saying that you have this person blocked or that they have you blocked, but that could be the case for some of you. Especially with your person's body language with the lion facing that way. This person could have blocked you is what I'm hearing. But it feels like, or there could be boundaries in place with the Seven of Wands, but it does look like the heart space is being protected. With the Empress, you know, you could be trying to focus on your Empress energy. You could be a Divine Feminine and not chasing this. Like, I don't chase, I attract. So you could be focusing on tending to your inner garden, nurturing yourself, nurturing your children right now, your family. That's Taurus and Libra. All right, beautiful. So let's look at you. Show me the viewer. We have the Seven of Cups. So there's Seven of Cups. You could be having a lot of dreams about this person. Typically, the Seven of Cups does talk about a little bit of confusion as well. So you could be confused about what's going on in this situation, especially with the delays or lack of communication. You could also be thinking about your options here. You know, for some of you with Change Your Focus, Seven of Cups, you could be wondering if there's other options out there for you or if there's other possibilities in love. I'm going to get one more for you. I'm just hearing, though, that you're confused because you can't actually see what's going on with this person. Because, you know, like I said, their back is turned here. And there's no communication and there's delays. So you could be feeling very confused about what's coming, what's happening. If you're delusional is what I'm hearing. I'm not calling you delusional. Please do not misunderstand me. Let's get one more for you. Oh yeah, we have the Queen of Wands on the bottom. Yes, I love it. Glow up energy. Focusing on your confidence. So we do have the Eight of Swords. So looking at these two cards together, you could be seeing the truth of the situation with that Black Egg card and the Ace of Swords. You could be seeing the truth of this situation, that this was a confusing connection. Maybe you're seeing the truth that this person, you know, maybe they made you feel like an option with the Seven of Cups. This person could have made you feel like an option. Perhaps there wasn't equal give and take with that Six of Pentacles I was seeing. You could also be having a breakthrough moment where, you know, you're stepping into your power with the Queen of Wands. There could also be something about, I keep hearing it, so I have to mention it, but there could be something about your career and leading others and using your light and your creativity to help others. So you could be looking at your options when it comes to work, is what I'm hearing. But you're having a breakthrough moment here. You're having an epiphany, perhaps about how this person treated you. And I actually like that the Ace of Swords came out with the Seven of Cups, because it seems like you're having some sort of breakthrough when it comes to confusion or a confusing situation, even if you haven't spoken to this person. I want to look at career for you though, because I'm getting strong energy of that in this reading. So yeah, you could be looking at your options when it comes to your career. Definitely, you could be thinking about using your creativity to help others, is what I was hearing. It also talks about choices. So you could have choices, you know, like I said, for some of you, you could be thinking about changing your focus to maybe there's other choices out there for me. It talks about searching for purpose. So you could be searching for your career purpose or for some sort of work that feels fulfilling to you. It also talks about daydreaming, which I mentioned. All right, let's look at your person's energy. Show me their person's energy, please, Spirit. What do we got going on? We've got the Seven of Wands. I knew that had to do with them. So Seven of Wands, this person does have their boundaries up, or they are protecting themselves right now, or they're withdrawn from you right now. However that's resonating with you, Seven of Wands, I had a feeling that was going to be them. And for some of you, I'm just thinking back to that black egg. Making excuses for subpar behavior. The Seven of Wands can talk about defensiveness. So I just want to bring that up. Let's get one more for your person. Show me their person's energy. Whoa! All right then. Whoa! Look at that. Four of Swords in reverse, the Emperor. Oh my gosh. So your person's energy is very interesting, and there's a reason that I pulled out that Divine Masculine deck, I'm telling you. Your person seems to be, I don't know if they're actually in Divine Masculine energy yet, but they're stepping into it. We have Aries energy. So the Seven of Wands, now that I'm looking at these cards all together, this is someone who wants to persevere and take action towards you. This is someone who is working on their Divine Masculine energy. They are working on their healing, which we see with the Three of Swords in reverse. And there is this energy within them that they want to fight for this. They want to take action towards you. They want to come out of this Four of Swords energy with the Four of Swords in reverse. The Four of Swords, this person is awakening. And that's kind of confirmed with that Lion card. So I'm seeing the Bear card. They're awakening from a spiritual slumber, starting to step into their masculine energy. You could have been dealing with someone who had quite distorted masculine energy, I'm hearing, who was quite defensive, or there could have been a power struggle or a lot of arguments here. Interesting. Fours coming up on their side too, so that shows 444 could be symbolic, but it does show that they're working on their stability. Interesting. All right, I want to see what is currently blocking this connection. What is currently blocking this connection? We've got the Knight of Wands and the Two of Swords. So remember when I was shuffling, I did say I saw the Two of Swords for connecting energies. So it does feel like with the Two of Swords as a blockage, that does speak to someone who was prioritizing other things over this connection. They could have been prioritizing work or partying or Knight of Wands type of energy over this connection, with that being a blockage. And the Knight of Wands as a blockage shows that there was internal work that needed to be done. You could have been dealing with someone who was hot and cold, inconsistent with you. I did call it with the Six of Pentacles. This person could have had a lack of self-control, running from commitment. Impatience could be also a blockage here. Like if you are, I don't think you're feeling impatient anymore, but the Eight of Wands in reverse does show there's been delays. And I feel like, you know, you're shifting your focus from being impatient to putting all that energy into yourself. This person could be younger than you. They don't have to be. But with the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, this person could be younger than you. But it does talk about running from commitment. So your person could have had a fear of commitment. Talks about an unstable relationship. So something could have become unstable within this relationship. Or like I said, the Two of Swords as a blockage talks about not prioritizing love, but prioritizing other things. And I could see that with the Fish, that this person could have got distracted by, you know, partying or work or other things. The other blockage that I'm seeing with this energy is that the Knight of Wands talks about someone who they've been working on themselves and they have this energy that they want to put forward, but they're not quite sure how to put it forward. So, you know, I'm just looking at your person over here in this energy of Four of Swords in reverse and the Emperor. It feels like this person has been working on themselves, but they're not quite sure how to approach you, especially if there's boundaries in place. They could be overthinking how to approach you. All right, that's what we have for that. Let's look at how you are feeling about this person. How are you feeling about this person? We've got Death and Rebirth. So it does feel like, you know, for how you feel about this person, they could have been repeating negative patterns I'm hearing with the Death card. It feels like you feel like there's something that they do need to transform. They do need to go through this personal transformation, which is why it's really good that this lion is here, because they are going through personal transformation, although they get distracted sometimes and other things take precedence over that. With Death and Rebirth, it does feel like there was an ending here, but that you hope for a rebirth. You could have also been chasing this person a bit or wanting to impulsively reach out to them, but it feels like you're done. You've shifted your focus. You're done doing that is what I'm hearing. This person could have had very impulsive ways of communication too, because I'm seeing the Knight of Swords. So there could have been arguments. There could have been like intense words spoken. Maybe that's something you feel they need to transform here. Scorpio energy. We also have fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries with the Emperor. Let's get one more for how you feel about this person. It does feel like, you know, you see like you would like a rebirth with them. Oh my goodness gracious. So for how you feel about them, we've got the Lovers in reverse. So you do feel, I feel like you're manifesting this person. We've got the Magician on the bottom. So it does feel like you're manifesting a rebirth. But the Lovers, so it feels like you do feel a strong, possibly divine connection with them. You do still feel their energy even in separation. But Lovers in reverse does talk about separation. So you feel like there's a separation between you. There also could have been an imbalance of energy, which keeps coming through. That's Gemini energy. Also, I'm going to be doing a new love reading. I feel called to do a new love reading. So if you're looking for new love, I'm going to start doing a couple of new love readings as well. So disharmony, imbalance, conflict, indecision. This is how you feel about them. Cold and detached. So you feel like they're cold and detached from you right now, which is, again, what I was getting with their energy. Imbalance in relationship, which is one of the blockages. It's all making sense. So you felt like there was an energetic imbalance within this connection. You could also feel like this person, oh my gosh, the Spirit's not messing around. The Lovers in reverse talks about how you could feel like this person wasn't taking accountability for their actions. All right, let's see how they're feeling about you. Okay. Oh my goodness. So they feel like you are a bright spot in their life. They feel like you brought a lot of positivity to their life. They could feel a very healing energy from you, but like I'm hearing a bright spot in their life. You could have also shone a light on some of their shadows, especially with that truth card with the black egg. You could have, illuminated some of their shadows, I'm hearing. This person does feel a lot of energy towards you, a lot of happiness. We've got the Queen of Cups and we've got the Star for how they feel about you. So they do feel connected to you. They do have hope for a renewal here. There's definitely something about healing. So I feel like you could have been the catalyst for their own healing. With the Star, this person still feels hope that there can be happiness here. They still feel hope that there can be a happy ending is what I'm hearing. Queen of Cups, this is someone who feels like you're very focused on your own cup, on your own self-love right now. This is someone who feels like you are very intuitive, a healer. You could definitely be a healer. But they feel like you're very compassionate, very emotional, very giving. They could feel, like you gave a lot to this connection. And maybe they weren't matching that energy. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We also have Aquarius with a Star. So there's an energy here where they feel like this is a fated connection. So let's look at their intentions towards you. What are their intentions towards you? Well, that's good. We've got the Devil in reverse. So the Devil in reverse talks about self-awareness. It talks about the end of codependency, the end of that imbalance. So their intentions are to take control of this situation, to become more self-aware, to not, I just heard not be toxic. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Maybe for some of you, you thought this person was a little bit toxic. But this person's intentions are to take control of this situation and become more self-aware, which is what I was hearing this whole time. Let's get one more Capricorn energy. Actually, before I continue, I just want to look at the Devil. So reclaiming control, which they are in the energy of the Emperor right now. We're starting to evolve into that Emperor, and the Emperor takes control. So that's kind of, it's showing in their intentions. Ending codependency, feeling more in control of this connection. It also talks about their intentions are to become more self-aware and break all the chains that come with addiction or poor habits or toxic behaviors. This person, their intentions are to make the necessary changes they need to make and that starts with self-awareness. I feel like this person is, being honest with themselves about the work that they need to do. And their intentions are to kind of find their true self again and then take control of the situation. Let's get one more for intentions. We have the Page of Swords. So their intentions right now are to have a conversation, to start a conversation with you with the Page of Swords. It feels like this person's intentions are also to learn more about themselves and their own unhealthy habits or own unhealthy patterns before starting this conversation. The Page of Swords, this person could also intend to, watch you from a distance to get more information before they come in. But the Page of Swords does talk about communication and a message. As soon as I touched that, my heart started pounding. So I do feel like your person it's like they have this energy that they want to come towards you with that Knight of Wands as a challenge. They have this like fire in them that they want to come towards you, but they don't know what to do with that energy, or they don't know how to start that conversation. So let's look at their actions towards you. What action will they be taking towards you? Whoa, we've got the Chariot. Nice. So that does show that this person will be taking action towards you. Forward momentum. Two opposing forces aligning as one. The Chariot, that's movement. That's fast movement. So this could come in a lot sooner than you think it will. And you're kind of reminding me, this change your focus is reminding me of the example that I give of watching a pot of water boil. Like you could have been watching that pot, like, why won't you boil? Why won't you boil? Why won't you boil? And then you changed your focus off of watching that pot, or like waiting for a message or waiting for this person to change. And you started focusing on yourself, and then all of a sudden the boiling starts, the momentum picks up. This could also come in Cancer season, which I'm pretty sure, I don't know the actual dates, but we're about to be in Cancer season. I'm not sure the exact date that it starts, but we're just about in Cancer season. So this action could come in during Cancer season. Depending on when you're watching this is a timeless reading. But being more proactive in love, the Chariot, that's the action they're taking. Nice, like it. All right, so let's look at future energy between the two of you. Let's look at near future energy between the two of you. What is the near future energy between the two of you? Yeah. We have the King of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. So it feels like you're going to be hearing from this person in the near future. There's going to be a message sent. I'm seeing the Page of Wands underneath that, the Ace of Wands. So there's definitely action being taken, inspired action. Three of Pentacles shows you and this person trying to work things out in the near future. The thing that I love about the King of Cups is that shows someone coming towards you in an emotionally intelligent way. And it shows them putting in effort, which how they're seeing you, the Queen of Cups, they're seeing you as someone who put in a lot of effort, and they're wanting to match that effort with the Three of Pentacles and the King of Cups. This person wants to match your efforts. They want to get on the same page. They want to heal together, I'm hearing. That's near future energy. So I like that. Also, near future energy, for some of you, your person could be getting counseling from some sort of mediator or a counselor, because the King of Cups also talks about like an advisor, and the Three of Pentacles can talk about a mediator. So in the near future, your person could actually be getting mediation from an advisor or a counselor to help in their healing journey, causing them to want to come towards you and take action. I like it. What is the outcome? Future outcome. Future outcome. Two of Cups. Eight of Wands in the upright. Isn't that nice? Because that is Eight of Wands in reverse is the connecting energy right now. Your future outcome, there's rapid change, rapid growth, increased communication. No more delays. The Two of Cups shows unity, partnership, a mutually beneficial connection, I'm hearing. It also shows an honest conversation an open and honest, heartfelt conversation where you clear up miscommunications. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Look, Two of Cups for your outcome with the Eight of Wands and the Three of Swords in reverse. Oh my gosh. And the Three of Wands. There's lots of forward movement here, my friend, in the future. So just keep focusing on whatever it is you're focusing on. Don't watch that pot. Change your focus. So what can you focus on? Let's just put you right there. What can you focus on? What can you focus on? That's hilarious to me. We've got the Five of Cups in reverse. So exactly what you're doing, you're changing your focus. Stop focusing on regrets from the past and, dwelling in the past, sitting in sadness. Change your focus. Start focusing on healing past wounds, which I think you're already doing. So just keep doing what you're doing. The Five of Cups as advice in reverse also talks about someone may rekindle your hope for a future here. So I feel like, well, I'll just read it. This little book comes with little snippets of advice. Four of Cups. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. So keep focused on the light at the end of the tunnel. Keep focusing on healing past wounds, finding peace, seeing the positives in your life, showing gratefulness, I'm hearing. Someone you knew in the past may rekindle your hope for the future. So I feel like that's what's coming. And you cannot change the past, but you will soon gain a deeper understanding of what happened. It's important to practice self-forgiveness. So also, don't hold resentment against yourself for anything. Self-forgiveness. We also have the Seven of Pentacles here in the Wheel of Fortune. So your advice is that, focus on these other manifestations. Focus on investing in your time and energy in other things. Trusting in divine timing, I'm hearing. Keep moving forward, Don't wait. Keep nurturing your manifestations with positive thinking and positive intentions. Keep manifesting in other things, other areas of your life. Keep that wheel moving is what I'm hearing. All right, so we're going to get some channeled messages from your person. I'm wondering if I'm too afraid to talk is going to come out. Let's have a look. What does this person want to say to my viewer, my friend? What does this person want to say to my friend? This love scares me. Interesting. All right, on the bottom, we've got, I have so much desire for you. Ace of Wands. I am terrified. There's something there about this person being afraid to take action towards you. And this love scares them. The passion they feel for you, the intensity they feel for you could terrify them. Let's see what this person wants to say to you. Okay. What does this person want to say to you? What did I say? I told you that was going to come out. I called it. Let me have you. It's interesting because they're in the Seven of Wands there. Let me have you. Feeling like they want to persevere. We have the Ten of Cups. I would do anything for you. And we have, I'm too afraid to talk. I knew that was going to come out. I told you. I told you. I called it. So what does this person want to say to you? They're being quiet all of a sudden. What does this person want to say to you? what are you? I just want you all the time. So clearly they're desiring you. What does this person want to say to you? What does this person want to say to you? You make my heart full. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have one on the floor, which I need to go grab. I have so much desire for you. Confirmation. All right, so I'm going to mention some dates here. I can just cover, well, no, I'll just put this here. I'm going to mention some dates. There could be quite a few. So 1977, 1978, 1971 could be symbolic. 1987, 1981, possibly even 1988 could be symbolic. We also have November 10th, November 8th, November 7th could be symbolic. October 11th, October 8th, October 7th. October 17th, October 18th, or November 17th or 18th could also be symbolic. August 1st, August 10th, August 11th, August 8th, August 7th, August 17th, August 18th. And then finally, July 10th, July 7th, July 8th, July 1st, July 11th. Did I say July 10th? July 17th or July 18th could be symbolic. So my friends, thank you for joining me for a reading. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.